Okay folks, welcome back. Video number 14 in our Long Dark series, and we are exactly where we left off. We're here, Mr. Thorpe's homestead. We've literally walked in through the front door, and that is where we left it. So, we haven't done any looting, we haven't done any checking. It's quite nice in here actually. We've got paintings on the walls and all sorts of things, but we're more interested in what we can find to survive. So let's go and have a look around. So I can see a flare already underneath the bench, so we'll have that. Anything in the cupboards?
This stuff will come in handy.
We'll hang on to it. Well, at the moment I'm still keeping everything, so we'll do our standard raiding process. Oops, we've got soda there. Freezer and fridge, we'll try those. Ooh, okay. We need to cook that fairly quickly. We can sort that one out when we get back to log sort. Okay, anything in here?
I think I can use this.
That's the second one of those we've picked up. Right, let's have a look in the oven. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's good. Gotta go around the bottom first. So again, just standard practice. We're just going through, seeing what we can find, seeing what's what. And the answer is not a lot. Ooh, herbal tea. And yeah, we haven't found very much in this one, but there we are. Well, every little helps, as they say. Okay, so that's this room done. So let's... you can't go through that door. It's always found a bit strange. Okay, so let's head up. Oh, we didn't do this drawer. We've got some shoes by the door as well. It's probably about the fourth pair of boots I'm currently carrying around with me. Let's head upstairs, see what we get. Already I can see.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Yep, very much a lumberjack's jacket, that one. A ragged dress shirt. Okay, do you know what? Of everything I've found, I'm actually really can't see a point in taking that one, so I'm not going to bother. Anything under here? Nope. I don't know how much over I am. Ooh, quite a long way actually. Okay, we've got some salty crackers. And nothing else from those drawers. Nothing else hiding down there. We have another soda, nothing down there, nothing down here, nothing that I can see under the bed. More drawers. Okay, so we've got a fair bit from these two islands. Let's just go in the bathroom. Obviously in the bathroom we're gonna find some water. We really are coming up short. Oh, why would you keep a pry bar behind your toilet? Okay, well I'm not going to bother taking it simply because it's heavy and I've already got one. And I've got several back at the farmstead, so I'm not going to bother taking that.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
And that's the reason why, because we are pretty heavily encumbered at the moment. Okay, so we've got 5 hours of daylight remaining. We are pretty tired. But what I think I'm going to do... We've come completely through Mr. Thorpe's homestead. Obviously, I'm running a stopwatch on this, so I keep an eye on the time. We've done that in exactly 4 minutes. That's how long it's taken us to do that. So I'm getting pretty good at this. Bit of hockey going on there. Okay, so let's head back outside, see what the weather's doing. See if it's improved any. And if it has, we shall head back. Ooh. No, it decidedly hasn't. But, well, visibility's not too bad. Temperature is actually not too bad at all. It's okay. So, I think we'll head back to Jackrabbit Island. We'll go island hopping. I think we'll go back to Jackrabbit Island, and then we shall go back to log sort from Jackrabbit Island. So let's head back to Jackrabbit. I still love this sea. That is new to the last time I came over here. No, you're not. You're fine. Don't worry about it. We are pretty heavily encumbered, though, to be fair. But temperature's okay. We probably do with a little bit of sleep when we get over to Jackrabbit, just to build some of our fatigue level back. I keep calling it tiredness level. Fatigue level is probably slightly better, slightly more accurate. Okay. Let's head back to Jackrabbit. We've got quite a steep hill to climb when we get there. Lots of deer, lots of rabbits about. Well, one rabbit. It doesn't really constitute a lot of rabbits, but there's one rabbit running about. A few deer over there, so we're pretty okay. I can't see any wolves, can't see the bear. Whoops, I'm actually walking straight into the water here. I'm used to being able to just go dead straight there. I completely this water is completely new since I don't know how long it's been here. I'm sure somebody will tell me that it's been there for quite a while, but I haven't been on Coastal Highway on one of these playthroughs for a while, so I didn't know it was there. I don't want to go in it though, because I can't imagine that's going to end well. Oh, we're getting really slow. We can't sprint at all now. We're getting slower and slower. Oh, that's the last thing we need. God, we're getting slower and slower and slower. It's because we're really heavily encumbered. We're 41 kilos, so we're nearly double our current carrying capacity. And we are getting tired, we're hungry, and yeah, we're really lugging some weight going on here. It's not a wise thing to do. But if we can get our strength back up, we'll probably be okay, because we won't be quite so far over. Oh, it's actually feeling like it's a plus. Look at that. That's the first time we've been outside and it's not been a minus figure. That's cool. Once you get the really warm clothing on, the animal skin clothing, you can do that where you'll go outside and it will not be freezing, but unless it's really, really bad weather. But I wasn't expecting it right now. Okay, so the weather's cleared up quite nicely actually. We've got 4 hours of daylight left. We're pretty tired, our condition is starting to drop, but it's still at 99%, so we're in good shape. We've just got to get up this hill. This is going to be a bit slow going, but we'll get there. We'll get there. It's going to be slow going, but we'll get there. I'm not going to pick anything else up on the route. That really isn't going to help the situation. Okay, so we're now on Jackrabbit Island. We're kind of going to have to go around, I think. No, we can go up. So obviously we need to get up to the top of the hill. That's where the house is. We're pushing ourselves a little bit, but we're getting there. There we go. Woohoo! That made me jump a little bit briefly there. It's our rabbit. Okay, so inside the homestead, so we're now nice and safe. Obviously our condition is okay, but we are really heavily encumbered. But what we're going to do, we've got 4 hours of daylight left, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to have to eat, I think, before I do anything else. But eating and drinking is good, because that will help. Oh, shall we? I'm going to risk that. And we got away with it. I think you're probably slightly better off with lower condition drinks than you are with lower condition food. Okay, and I'm going to eat that piece of fish. That's going to give us good calories. There we go. Spot on. And then I think what I'm going to do is we'll drink that herbal tea that we've got, because that helps with restfulness. Helps with restfulness. So, let us see if we can sleep. Let's try 8 hours, because we are pretty drained. See if it'll let us do 8 hours. So I'm going to go through the night. The weather's bouncing around all over the place. Did we make 8 hours? We did make 8 hours. That shows how tired we were. Okay, well we'll do another couple then. Let's see if we can do 2. We'll get through the night, and then we'll think about heading back out and back over to Log Sort and dropping this really heavy loot off. Okay, Okay. Just gonna drink. I'm conscious I've got this piece of venison here that needs to be cooked, so... okay, I'm gonna pass time for 4 hours. And then we'll sleep for 3. Obviously water is taking up a big chunk of this weight, so the more of that we can get rid of, the better. How many are we going to sleep? Let's sleep for 3. That'll get our rested level all the way up, and it'll also get us out of that really cold period that you get first thing in the morning. Oh, there we are, fully rested. So we haven't quite made 3 hours, but never mind. That'll do. Okay, so condition-wise, we're now 8 kilos over instead of nearly 20, so we're doing much better there.
Oh, I could eat a horse.
No, you'll be fine, don't worry. So we are early morning. Let's head outside and see what is what. Not too bad. Temperature is okay. Weather is not too bad at all. Okay, so let's head down. And we want to head for log sort. Obviously, we've now got the issue that this is where the wolves are hanging out. So we need to think carefully here. So we dodge those. Trying to remind myself exactly where log sort is. It's over there, isn't it? Is it over there, or is that... No, that I think it's... Oh, I've got a little bit disorientated here. I don't think that's log sort, is it? No, log sort is over there. We must have walked really quite close. Oh, we would have walked very close to the water if the wolves hadn't been there. I think log sort's just around this corner over in this general direction. We should start to see. There's the bridge. That's a bit further out, so it must be that over there. Oh dear. Okay, we're going to brave Sir Rob in it, I think. Or as best we can, given how encumbered we are. I'm just going to keep sprinting for it. That is log sort over there, I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, I've run out of sprint and he is chasing me, so... Okay, I'm going to... I could drop a decoy, that's something I don't tend to do, in complete honesty. Forgotten him to sprint back, yeah, let's sprint then. Is this log sort? I don't think this is log sort, is it? No, it's not. I've got slightly disorientated. I think I've come slightly further this way than I thought. I've got myself a little bit disorientated. He's running at me, but I don't know where he is. No, this is log sort, isn't it? I'm getting myself in a complete mess here. No, this is not log sort. These are fishing huts. Oh, he is stalking me. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh, heck, now we are in trouble. The worst part about this is I can hear lots of growling. I can't actually see them. I've got that one over there, and I've got one over there. I can't get anywhere near those. They're fishing huts. That one doesn't have a door on it. I've got slightly disorientated, I have to be honest. I've managed to get myself a little bit lost. I think I've ended up coming further this way than I did before. I think log sort is actually much further over this way. He's still chasing me. He's still chasing me. This isn't good. I'm pretty sure we are heading for log sort. I've got myself a little bit disorientated. There's another one up ahead. Oh my goodness. Never rains but it pours. Wolves around here. Dead dude over there. Why don't you go and speak to dead dude? Wouldn't that be better? Oh, please tell me that's not another one that I'm walking straight towards. Oh, come on, we need to find log saw. I can't find it. It is another one I'm walking straight towards. Oh my goodness. I think I know what I've done. I think it's because I kind of came at it from this angle, didn't I? So I've kind of got a little bit disorientated. Of course, we're now in the middle of a blizzard, which doesn't exactly help. My being stalked from all sides here. They are everywhere. Okay, we are approaching it now because there are the little pontoony things. I am being stalked from all directions. Okay, that's the least of our problems at this precise moment. It really is. Okay. Oh no, the last thing I need is a headwind. But we've got one. We're hardly moving forward now. Oh my goodness, this is... The long dark is conspiring against me. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I could be walking straight into another wolf, by the way, because I honestly cannot see anything. Okay, you're right behind me. Okay. Good Bennett, the sound effects are making me very jumpy. Okay, I can see huts. There's the hut. There's the house. The sound effects are making me really, really jumpy. Oh my goodness me. Let's pop over there and hope there's not a wolf waiting for us. We're at risk of hypothermia, but we're at the door. Let's get inside. Oh my goodness. Whew. That was a little bit on the scary side. Okay. Yikes. Okay, well, we're okay. We're fine. We're back inside now, so we got away from the wolves. Conditions still okay. Okay, so we've got 20 kilos that we can dump in this container, so let's go ahead and do some transferring. So, what have we got? Rifle cleaning kit. Simple tools. We've got a fishing line, and we've got a torch, which we may as well drop in there. We'll hang on to all that. We'll sort that out in a minute. Clothing. Yes, we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of both of those and that. And we should be all good. First aid supplies we're doing okay for. This kind of stuff. We'll transfer newsprint across. And we'll transfer one of the books. Like a big chunk of what we're carrying is water, so let's transfer a couple of litres of that over. Fire starting material, let's transfer 5 sticks. We don't need to be carrying quite so many. And let's transfer some of those matches. We've transferred over all the spare clothing. I know we're carrying a little bit of food, but... Okay, I'm going to transfer the mushrooms and the rose hips because we're not really using those. And there we go. I think we've transferred everything that we realistically can. We can transfer one of those. We don't need all of that. Okay, so we have sorted that out. Oops, pressing the wrong buttons there. Obviously, we've already looted this. This is going to be our base of operations. But what we need to do now, I think, is wait out this this massive storm that's led itself outside. So let's we'll just eat some food. Obviously I need to cook this venison, but I can't do that at the moment because I can't get outside. Salty crackers are good for calories, but they make you very thirsty. So you always want to eat those before you drink, or you're just going to waste your water. And I'm going to sleep for Let's sleep for 4 hours and see what happens to this storm. See if it dies off any. This blizzard, which has whipped up. Well, I think this blizzard is going to be keeping us company for a while, which unfortunately leaves me a little bit stuck. As always with these things, I can't do a great deal when I can't go out and do anything. So I'm a bit stuck. Normally what I would do at this point is I'd start making water, having a fire going and all that kind of stuff, and wait it out, because I can't do that, because I can't light a fire anywhere, which is rather hilarious, really. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's sort through all this clothing, because we've got lots of clothes, and I want to make sure that we are definitely wearing the very best clothes. So, well, baseball cap I think is a bit pointless. There. It's really quite tricky to know. Well, let's transfer. Let's transfer all the clothes across, and we'll go into the clothing system, and let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, well, we're wearing warm work pants and new snow pants. We're in 2 pairs of trousers. So, okay, that takes us down if we swap to those, and that takes us down. So, no, trousers we're okay with. Thumb underwear we don't have any of. Socks, sports socks. Climbing socks are better, so let's wear them. And we have wool socks. Okay. My mucklucks, which I actually quite like what they are, but the insulated boots, in most ways, are better. They seem to... They're not quite so good in terms of sprint. In fact, they really do slow us down quite a lot sprint-wise. But... Oh, they really do, don't they? And they really do. I mean, they're much warmer, though. That's a tricky one, that. I think I might stick with my mucklucks. I want to try and find a nice ground. Okay, thin sweater. The condition is a lot lower, which I think is why it's worse. But I think we'll stick with what we've got. I've got a decent hoodie. That's not going to make any difference. That's not as good. I think... I'll stick with what I have, and the baseball cap obviously is a lot worse. The baseball cap is also a lot worse. Decent work gloves are actually better in most respects, as I was kind of expecting. They're not massively better. 0.6, 0.3, 0.7, 0.4. But they're heavier by quite a bit, and they affect my sprint more. So I think I'm going to stick with my mittens, actually. Okay, so we are 78% sprint. We're 21% protection. So I think we're going to stick with the clothing setup that we've got, because I don't think I actually ended up changing anything there, did I? Apart from my climbing socks, that was about it. So let's drop all of this stuff back into here. Now, obviously, I will try and take a lot of this with me if I can. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. In fact, what I think I'm going to do with a couple of these, I'm going to harvest them and use the cloth to repair my other clothing. So let's have a quick go through that. So let's harvest. Oh, I haven't got a sewing kit. That's hilarious. After saying that I didn't need to take it when I spotted one earlier. Well, we may as well break them down. We may as well harvest them, even if we haven't got a sewing kit. That's embarrassing. Well, we might as well do that, because at least then we've done something, haven't we? Oh, and something else we can do is research that book. Let me just see if I can... Obviously, the background noise from this storm outside coming through my earpieces is quite loud, but I am aware that I've got the volume turned down a little bit for you guys, so it doesn't deafen you in the same way it's deafening me. Right, okay, so we're going to try research. Let's research this for 3 hours. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Oh, it's going.
Starving.
Oh, there we go. We've just about managed the 3 hours. It's calmed down. We've got to night time now. So what I suggest we do is eat and drink. I think we're going to lose that piece of venison because we've just not been able to cook it. Let us... I'm going to eat the salty crackers, which I know is going to make me dehydrated. I'll drink that soda. And then I'll drink water. There we go. And then, how many hours a day? We've got 2 hours of daylight left. So let's sleep for 7 hours. Let's see if it'll let us do... Oh, it's probably not going to let us, is it? Let's try 4 hours. See if it lets us do 4 hours. See how long we can sleep for. So we've ended up stuck here a little bit. But we had our... Oh, we've fully rested. We had our little run-in with the wolves. And we've survived. Let's just see if we can... Well, if we pass time for 4 hours... If we pass time for 4 hours, oh, there we are. It's nice not to... It's nice when the storm dies down and I can hear what I'm thinking. So it gets really loud. Okay. I think we're probably going to call this a... well, hang on, no. Let's get through to the morning. We might as well now we've started. So, we're going to lose this venison, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to eat it. If we eat it raw, we're going to get food poisoning, particularly with that condition level. And we can't light a fire inside this building, and I can't light one outside because it's too windy. So we're going to lose it, unfortunately. I think, which is a bit of a shame because that's a good calorie store. But never mind, it's how it goes. Let's see if it'll sleep for 4 hours. Okay, we woke fully rested. So if we just now try and pass the time for... we might as well just go for 3 hours. See if that gets us through to the morning. And it does. And hopefully the weather will not be too bad.
Man, I could eat anything.
Yes, I know. We'll sort that out in a moment. Did we lose our piece of venison? 3%. We might still be able to rescue that. We might still be able just about to rescue that if it's now died down a bit outside. Let's see if we can't light a fire just out on the entry section just outside now. Obviously, do have to be a little bit careful because of the risk of wolves, but let's see if we can. We'll use a book just to make sure we get this thing lit. Let's see if we could just rescue this venison before it completely degrades. Although it may have degraded by the time we get the fire lit, but we'll give it a try. I don't particularly want to waste it. But obviously, I couldn't light a fire in that blizzard. It's the downside of Coastal Highway is that most of the buildings don't have internal fireplaces, so you can't light fires, which is a colossal pain. Okay, so hopefully this one will light. There we go. And
Perfect.
let me just stick a few sticks on it. We'll just get it up to the 35-minute mark. Let's see if we can rescue this piece of venison before we completely lose it. I think we may have just managed it. And we might as well cook some coffee and drink that while we're here. We'll drink that there coffee. That's hot. We actually have a piece we can reheat. Gives us a bit. And we do now have this piece of venison, so I'm going to eat it whilst we've still got it. And all is good. Okay, so I think we are ready to make our way to the town site, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go back inside where it's safe, and that will allow us to save. And we shall try that in the next video. We shall make our way to the coastal town site. We shall loot the gas station. We shall loot the buildings. And then we'll try and sort of start piling up a bit more stuff. Get ready to head back towards the mines in Pleasant Valley. But for now, I shall say thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon.